Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden. Well, the roses are in full bloom, but I'm also planting out my little veggies that I planted from seed with my Dollar Tree seeds. And these are my cucumbers as well as my first harvest of radishes. The roses are just looking so spectacular on the deck. And I'm also busy in the garden. Hello, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. My name is Catherine, and I'm here in the garden, and I want to show you what has happened in just a short period of time. I planted some cucumber seeds, and I put them in this container that I had gotten from the nursery. I had some annuals in it, and I said, well, let me just use this container to seed some cucumbers. And this is what happened. Isn't this beautiful? The plants came out really, really nice. And so I'm going to put them into the garden. And I just wanted you to see the beauty of it. And I have quite a few cucumber plants here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plants. And the seeds, I got the seeds from the Dollar Tree in February, and I waited until now. I am in zone 6 northeast, and so we have had a lot of cold weather in spring. Our temperatures at night have been like in the 40s, and now it's just starting to warm up. We're going to start to hit like the 50s, 55 at nighttime, and the daytimes it's been like in the 70s, maybe 80s. So it's time to really put out the cucumbers, and I know that they're going to grow really fast. And there's nothing like eating fresh cucumbers from your garden. I just love it with the tomatoes, makes a great salad. And to buy a cucumber in the supermarket, it's like probably 50 cents to $1. But having it fresh from your garden is such an advantage, and it really does help on the food bills. I spend less money on buying vegetables and the greens, because now I'm planting them in my garden. So I really highly recommend starting a vegetable garden or just a vegetable corner where you are planting some tomatoes and some cucumbers and lettuce, and you will find that you'll just be healthier. I've been also planting kale, and right here you're gonna see an okra plant. I got the seeds last year from Baker Creek, and here is an okra plant. I just had this seed and I just popped it in there, and it seems to be doing good. So we're gonna go to the front garden, and I'm gonna plant them there because they need a lot of sun. And we'll be able to monitor them there and give them a lot of water and sun. I'm also going to have to stake them, and what I've used in the past is a tomato cage or some sticks, some bamboo sticks, and created a teepee. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet with them, but definitely are going to trellis them somehow so that they're not on the ground. And then in the front, you're going to see that there are a lot of different other vegetables there, along with flowers. I call it my urban cottage garden. So it's going to look really cute and full and lush by the end of the season. And I also planted some squash, butternut squash. And so let me get that for you so you can see that. So this here is the Waltham butternut squash, and I actually planted these from the seeds that I had last year. So I had a butternut squash and I saved the seeds because I really liked them, and I just popped them in here into the container, and they're actually growing. And that is really great because you can save the seeds of the vegetables that you really love and then sow them the next year, and you'll have more. You'll have plenty here. Now, I did buy some from my gardener friend, and I do like to buy her seeds, but there's nothing like planting your own seeds from your own garden and from your own vegetable plot. So I recommend that, saving your seeds and planting them out. All right, so let's go and see what's happening next. It looks like it's about to rain, which is not a bad thing because then the plants will get the rain from up above. So let's go and do that. I want to show you what has happened to the roses in the yard. So let's take a look. These are the calla lilies. They're coming up. Everything's looking good. But here is the rose, the climbing rose Eden. And you see how big the rose has turned out? The blossom. It was first like this, the small blossom. And then, well, actually starting off like this. Then to this. And now, look at them. They're just trailing so beautifully here on my deck and off of the deck. And then here's the other one that I wanted to show you. So if you didn't watch my video on the rose tour that I gave on the different roses in my garden, take a look at that. This is Cornelia heirloom rose, and it is so fragrant, and it's here. The blooms are fantastic. They're just huge and luscious. I don't know, they're doing something over there, so I hope that that noise isn't too distracting. And then also I wanted just to show you the other rose bushes that are really opening up. They're looking so good right now. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. So let us do some more planting here. Let me show you this as well. Isn't that nice? I also have here some Waltham butternut squash that are coming up, and I'm going to plant them out soon. And here are the basil seeds. I just tossed these basil seeds in here, and I'm going to plant them out when they become of a good size. And I think this is a pumpkin seed that I just randomly tossed in there. And this is a blueberry bush. And I'm waiting for my, what is this? Collagens to open up, and I have a dahlia there. But I did clear this deck from my little greenhouse that I had here, and yeah, the garden's filling out. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to plant the cucumbers in this bed, and as you can see, as I said, it's my urban cottage garden here, in which I have a lot of flowers, but then I also have my my peppers, kale, squash, zucchini, and yellow summer squash. And here are the zinnia seeds there, and some tomatoes. So I just have to find the spot where I want to put the cucumbers. By the way, check this out. Oh, the roses are fantastic. Look at those roses. Don't they look good? And also here. Isn't that beautiful? And then the others down the lane. Yes. They look good in the border, right? I'll just show you this. And then also those are the peonies. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in here, in the ground. And this is how these are the okra. I'm going to also transplant the okra into the ground. So I planted the okra and also the cucumbers in here and also around here. And I gave them a tomato cage. I just took the tomato cage that I had around the peony that was over here. This is just about finished, and decided to put it here so that they will have a support already in. And then you can see that my tomato plant has a flower, so I should be having tomatoes soon. I do have some left back, and I'm going to put them in a different area now. We've created this new area here, this new section. I call that my rock wall. And I'm going to put the cucumbers in here. I also have some zinnias surrounding it, and those are pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins in the center. So I'm going to put the cucumbers there, and I'm going to give it a cage and let the cucumbers trail up. And hopefully this whole area will be just filled with a whole lot of viney vegetables, and will cover up the ground. Soon you won't even see the ground. My husband bought some this straight neck heirloom squash. So I know that that's not as trailing, but it should be good here. And we have also have some flowers here. You know that we're a mixed flower and veggies group of people, so let me plant them in. So I finished. I put in the cucumbers here, as you can see. Cucumber. Then we have the jack-o'-lantern squash. I also put in the okra seeds there, 2 plantings of okra. We have zinnias, and then we have surrounding it the other squash and pumpkin. So this is going to be quite interesting. I also put in the tomato cage so that the cucumbers will have something to climb on. Let me stand back a little bit further so that you can see what has been done and what this area looks like. So that's it. Well, it looks like it's about to rain, so we shall see what happens next. But that was it. I just wanted to take you out here and have you see me in the garden planting. Yes, I do plant. Yes, and also to give you a heads up on the roses and what's happening in the rose garden. So I hope it hasn't been too noisy in here. I know that they're doing some kind of work in the neighborhood, but that shouldn't stop us from gardening. Aren't these roses so beautiful? Just had to stop and look at the roses. I just can't get enough of it. And my hydrangeas. More beautiful gardening to come. So if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, how is your garden growing? And I invite you to come and join me here at Catherine's Garden. Please subscribe, like, and enjoy this garden with me. I want to share it with you. Yes. So it smells fantastic. I highly recommend this rose climber to you. It's called Cornelia. Yes, Cornelia Heirloom Rose Climber. Cornelia Heirloom Rose Climber. Yes, so yes, check it out. I am just so mesmerized by it. Well, come again to Catherine's Garden, and see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Well, have a wonderful day and see you next time in Catherine's Garden. Bye. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time.